So, good morning, everyone. By the way, I am Janil Jan El Mercado, and today we will gonna talk about teaching, the noblest profession, and why it deserves our best preparation and candidates. Now, I want you to take a moment and think back to someone who changed the course of your life. Maybe it was the teacher who saw potential in you when no one else did, or the one who made a dry subject come alive with passion. For me, it was Miss Santos, my high school science teacher, who didn't just teach me about cells and molecules, but showed me that curiosity could move mountains. Today, we're here to make a simple but powerful case. Teaching is the noblest profession in the world, and because of that, it deserves nothing less than our best preparation and our brightest candidates. Let's dive in. So, what makes a profession noble? First, let's define what we mean by noble. A noble profession isn't just one that pays well or carries prestige. It's one that exists to serve something bigger than itself. It puts the well-being of others first. It creates lasting positive change in lives and society. It demands integrity, empathy, and a sense of responsibility. And crucially, every single other profession in the world depends on it. Doctors, engineers, artists, leaders, they all start in a classroom with a teacher. By this standard, teaching stands head and shoulders above the rest. It doesn't just build careers, it builds the future. And now, let's start with the most personal impact. What teachers do for individual lives. Think about a child who struggles to read, a teacher who takes extra time to find the right approach can unlock a lifetime of learning. Consider a student from a marginalized community. A teacher who believes in them can be the bridge between their circumstances and their dreams. I recently spoke with a young lawyer from Davao City who told me her elementary teacher would walk her home after class to make sure she was safe, and even bought her school supplies when her family couldn't afford them. That teacher didn't just teach lessons. She taught dignity and gave that student the confidence to pursue her goals. Teachers don't just transfer knowledge, they nurture potential, build resilience, and help shape who we become as people. That's not a job, it's a calling. But the impact of teaching goes far beyond individual stories. It's engine of societal progress. Research consistently shows that quality educators reduce poverty. A single extra of school can increase a person's earnings by 10% on average, It improves health too. Educate communities have lower rates of disease and better access to care. In our own Philippines, investments in teachings have helped lift millions out of poverty and build a growing middle class. When we teach critically thinking, we foster a society that values dialogue and democracy. When we teach science and creativity, we lay the groundwork for innovation that solves global challenges, from climate change to public health. Every advance our world makes starts with a teacher who inspire someone to ask what if or how can we do better. Teaching is also a form of moral leadership. Teachers don't just teach subjects, they model the values we want our society to uphold. They teach children to respect differences, to stand up for what's right, and to care for others. In communities where injustice or inequality exist, teachers often become advocates for their students, fighting for better resources, safer schools, and fair treatment. They carry the weight of knowing that their actions can mean the difference between a child thriving or being left behind. This moral responsibility is what sets teaching apart as a noble pursuit. It requires not just skill, but a deep commitment to doing what's right for every student. I know what some of you might be thinking. If teaching is so noble, why isn't it treated like it? We can't ignore the challenges. Low pay in many places, lack of recognition, and high rates of burnout. These are real issues that need urgent action. But here's the thing, these problems don't diminish the nobility of the profession. They highlight how much we failed to honor it. We wouldn't expect a doctor to save lives without proper training or equipment. We would ask an engineer to build a bridge with outdated tools. So, why do we ask teachers to shape our future with inadequate support? The very fact that teaching is so critical means we must address these gaps. And a key part of that is ensuring we attract and prepare the best people for the role. Because when we value the work, we invest in those who do it. 1. Teaching is complex, not just transmitting facts. The second one is prepares educators to meet diverse students' needs. The third one builds skills in classroom management, assessment, and empathy. And the last one is ensures alignment with modern learning goals. So, Why do we need the best preparation for teachers? Because teaching is far more complex than many people realize. It's not just about knowing your subject, it's about understanding how students learn, adapting to different learning styles, managing a classroom where every child has unique needs, and using assessment to support growth. A well prepared teacher can turn a struggling student into an eager learner, while an underprepared one might inadvertently leave that student behind. In the Philippines, programs like the Philippines Normal University Teacher Education Curriculum focus not just on academics, but on community engagement and cultural sensitivity. Critical skills for teaching in our diverse country. When we invest in rigorous preparation, we give teachers the tools they need to succeed and students the education they deserve. And why do we need the best candidates? Because teaching demands a rare combination of qualities: deeping knowledge, creativity, empathy, resilience, and a genuine passion for service. We need people who can inspire curiosity, not just deliver lessons, who connect with students from all backgrounds, not just those who learn like they do, who can adapt to change because education is constantly evolving to meet the needs of our world. When we attract top talent to teaching, we raise the status of the profession, create role models for students, and ensure that our classrooms are places where innovation and growth thrive. It's not about excluding anyone. It's about ensuring that those who choose teaching have the support and capacity to do extraordinary work. So, countries around the world have proven that investing in teacher preparation and recruitment works. Finland consistently ranked among the top in global education, only accepts the top 10 of university graduates into teacher education programs and treats teachers as respected professionals on par with doctors and lawyers. Here in Davao City, the Excellence in Teaching program has been working to attract high achieving graduates by offering competitive stipends, mentorship, and professional development. In just 3 years, participating schools have seen a 25% increase in student engagement and a 18% improvement in academic outcomes. These examples show that when we prioritize teaching, everyone benefits. So, what can we do to make sure teaching gets the preparation and candidates it deserves? For policymakers, prioritize funding for rigorous teacher education programs and competitive compensation. For educators and mentors, encourage bright, passionate people to pursue teaching. Share your own stories of impact. For communities, Celebrate your teachers, attend schools, events, re- recognize their work, and advocate for the resources they need. For anyone considering a career, think about teaching is not just a job. It's a chance to shape the future one student at a time. To wrap up, teaching is noble not because we say so, but because of what it does. It shapes lives, builds nations, and carries the hopes of our future. And because it is so noble, it deserves nothing less than our best, the best preparation to equip teachers for the work they do, the best candidates, people with the passion, skill, and commitment to make a difference. Miss Santos, my high school teacher, once told me, "We don't teach for the recognition. We teach because every child deserves someone who believes in them." Let's make sure those who dedicate their lives to this work have everything they need to succeed. And thank you for listening and joining for today. Thank you, everyone. God bless us all.